Hello, hello. Okay, yeah. So, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another live coding session. Uh, I hope you all are doing great and ready to sharpen your Python skills today. So, we are continuing our series, Top 100 Python Loop Interview Questions. In this series, we are solving the common Python interview problems step by step, focusing on how to think and build logic using loops. So in the previous live session, so those who have not seen yet, you can go and check it. We solved the question up to question number 65. And today we are going to continue from question number 66 onwards. So if you are preparing for coding interviews, placements, or just want to become stronger in Python programming, this session is definitely going to help you. Now, guys, uh, important instruction. For every question, we will follow a simple process. Okay, so ideally three steps are there. Step one, I will first write the problem statement on the screen. Step two, I'll give you a few seconds to think about the solution and try to figure out the logic yourself before I start coding. Okay, so you can also drop your logic or answers in the live chat. Okay, to make the session engaged. Okay, step three, after that, we will try the Python code together and I'll explain the logic step by step so you understand how the solution works. And one more thing, uh, our goal is not just to see the code, but to develop your problem solving skills using Python loops. So we'll be focusing on that. So I want you guys to just uh, think upon the logic, okay? And then if you're not understanding, I'm there, I'm going to explain you. And again, uh, also one important thing for everyone following this series, once we complete all 100 Python loop interview questions, in the final live session, I will share the complete Jupyter notebook file that particularly contains all the 100 questions along with their solution. Okay, and yes, I'll provide that completely free. So make sure you watch the live session regularly because in the last session, I will share that notebook file with all of you. And guys, if you know someone who struggles with Python loops or is learning programming, make sure you share this live session with them. It really help them improve their Python logic. Okay, so that's it. Let's start with our question. So in the last class, we have solved till 65 question number. So from in this live session, we'll start from problem number 66. So our problem is we have to find the first duplicate in an array. Okay, and our array is, so this is our array. So in this array, we have to find the first duplicate, okay? Basically, we have to return the first number that appears twice, okay? I'll give you a few seconds. Just think upon the logic, okay? Then we'll both together solve the problem, okay? Okay. So now I feel you guys have think about the logic and already started coding. So those who have not, okay. So for them, now I'll start coding, okay. So we have the array, okay, as you can see, and we have to find the first number that appears twice. So first of all, what we are going to do, we'll create our empty set. Then after creating the set, we'll iterate over our array. Okay. So for num in our array means for each element, for each number in our array, if that number is inside the newly created uh, set, if it is, then print the number and break. Come out of the loop, scene dot add, and if the means if that number is not inside the set, it means it is a unique element. So add it inside the set, and that's it. Okay. So here the logic is very simple. We use set here, okay, because set is one of the data structures in Python which does not contains duplicate values. So if you have duplicate values, no, then it will going to make it unique, okay. So that is basically the set data structure is all about, and we are using that. So what we are going to say that if we are finding a number, okay, and if that number is not present in our set, so do what? Then add that number to the set, okay, and repeatedly do this thing. But we have given a condition that if that particular number is already present in that set, so then just do what? Then just print that number and just break, okay. So if it is already, so we'll continuously go for two. Okay, so two, because it is the first element, it will be not in the set, so it will go in the set. Then one will also go in the set, three will also go in the set. Then four will also go. Then the moment three will come, okay, so already three was there, and again if one more three will come, so what will happen? Then this condition will be true, and it will say that it has found out, and will print the number 3 and it will break. So let me just execute it. So you will get 3 over here, okay? Unless 2 was the first element, but because the second time 2 comes in our list is at the last, okay? Is at the last place. Before that, 2 times 3 has already there, okay? So that's why 3 becomes the first element who is the duplicate in our array. So that's why we got 3, okay? So by this, okay, I have not given the question number. It is 66, okay? 66. So by this, you have solved the problem, the first problem for today's live session, that is to find the first, okay, one more, Fi, uh, to find the first duplicate in array. With this, we'll move to the next problem. That will be question number 67. So for this question, what you have to do, find missing numbers in array. So we will be giving a list, okay, or you can say a list, okay, not an array. Actually, array, you can consider it as array, but Python has already NumPy arrays, okay, so they are considered as the original arrays. List is a list. So I'll correct it, I'll make it list, but it will work on an array also. So it's okay. So let's say what you have to do, you have to find, okay, I'll not keep three, let's keep 6 and 7, okay. So yeah. So you have to find the missing numbers in our list. Okay. So this is our list. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. So this is our list, and we have to find out the missing values. Okay. How we are gonna do it? I'll give you a few seconds, guys. Just think upon that. Okay. Think about the logic. What logic you can apply over here. Okay. Now, guys, if you look out at this, so you will find out that we have a array which is consecutive. Okay. Unless the numbers which are missing, it is consecutive. Means 1, 2. We know that 3 is missing, but okay, let's forget about that. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. It means what? It is in ascending order, consecutive manner. Okay. And then in middle, few elements are missing, few numbers are missing. Okay. So now it will become easy for us to understand that the first element is 1 and the last element is 7. So between them, and it is in sorted manner. Okay, so between them there is the missing numbers elements which we can find out. Okay, so that's become very easy. So I know most of you have started coding, but those who not, for them, now we'll start coding. Okay, so follow the steps. So first of all, what we'll do, we'll create one empty list called as missing. Okay, then as looking out at our array, we can see that the last element is 7. The greatest, the largest element is 7. So then what we can do, we can start our loop range from 1 and go till 8 because the last element is 7. So it will go till 7 only because it will be exclusive. Then what you can do, if I not in error, okay, it will start the normal loop with a range from 1 to 7. And if I, the current value of the loop, if it will be not present, and we will match it with the list, if it will be not present in the list, then whatever the missing value will be, we will append it in I, come out of the loop, print missing list. Let's execute this and you will get 3 and 5. Okay, so how you are getting 3 and 5? It was very simple. You just saw that you have an array which is consecutive in manner. Okay, and few elements in between is missing. So now what you have to do, you have to just figure out the starting and the last part of that uh, array. So 1 and 7. Then just create an empty list, set the range, okay, and then match the current number with the elements present in our array. If they get a match, then it's fine. But the numbers which are not matching, which are not present in our array, then do what? Then append them in our missing list. Okay, and print the missing list. You will get 3 and 5. Yeah, 3 and 5 were the elements which were missing, so we just got them. So this is how you can find missing numbers in a list. Now let's move forward with the next question. That will be question number 68. That will be for check if two arrays are equal. So we have to write the code to check if two arrays are equal or not. So I'll write the arrays also. Okay, so guys, you have the two arrays A and B, means two lists A and B. A having 1, 2, 3 as their values, B having 3 to 1 as their value. So we have to give a check if these two arrays are equal or not. Okay, I'll give you a few seconds. Just think upon the logic. Okay, or if you're finding any problem in any one of the questions, so you can just write the question name. Okay, or if anything bothers you in this series, you can let me know in the chat. And if you're liking it also, then also please let me know in the chat. Okay. Okay. Now, guys, Those who have started coding, good. Those who have not, then. Now let's talk about it, okay? So we have two lists with us, okay? So first of all, the first job will be we will create a flag and we'll initialize true in that, okay? Now we will give all the conditions to check, and if any one of the condition will satisfy, we will make the flag false. And then at the end, we're going to print the flag, and flag will tell us that these arrays are equal or not, okay? So this is what we are going to do it. Now let's start the loop. So for num in a, if that num, the current num, which we are iterating over our list A, if it is not in B, okay, so then flag will be equals to false. Okay, when it will be false, just break, okay? The moment it will be false, break it, come out of the loop, print the flag, and that's it. That's it. So you will see um, flag didn't get breaked and it gives us true. Why? Because all the elements which are present in A are present in B also. Okay, but we are not checking upon the positions and they all are in integer, so we are not checking that they are integer or not. Okay, but we are checking upon the numbers. Okay, that they should automatically they will be numbers, and we are just giving a check that the numbers which are present in list A, if they are also in list B, so it means it will be true. If they are not in list B, so then make the flag false. Simple logic. Then let's move forward and let's move to the next problem. That is problem number 69. So the next problem is to find the longest word in a sentence. And let me give you the sentence. So Python programming is powerful. Okay, so this is your string. And from this sentence, guys, you have to find out the longest word. Okay, so think upon the logic. Okay, I'll try to speak. So okay, now I feel uh now I feel you guys have uh already started writing the codes. Okay, now those who are not getting anything, okay, so for them, please start from the very beginning. Okay, then you will be able to get it. Now for now you can follow me step by step and understand what I'm trying to say, and if you guys have any problem you can let me know in the chats. Okay, now guys, what you have to do, first of all, to check for the longest word, you have to be remember that you will have to check for each word length. Okay, and then you have to make a comparison that which word is greater, means the longest. Okay, so for that what you have to do, first you need to split. Okay, split your sentence, split your string into words. So for that, what we'll do, we have the string method called as split. We are going to use that. Okay. So we'll create one list called as words. Okay. And to do that, we are using the split method, which is a string method and which is a built-in string method, which can be directly applied to our string. So we are using that. Then we'll create a empty string, okay, and name it as longest. Until now, it is just a empty, okay. Then now we have a list with us, which is the list words, in which we have the all the words, but in a list format. So they all the different words will be like a separate element of that list, okay. And then what we'll do for word in words, check upon the length. So length of the word, if it is greater than the length of the longest word, okay. So by default, it is going to be the condition will be true only because our longest is an empty string, okay. If it is like that, so then whatever the word, the current word will be the longest, imply in that, okay. So what will be the current word? Okay, we will find the longest, put it in the longest, okay. So each time we will be comparison, for each word we will be comparing with the longest word, and if you'll find any word which is longest, just store it in the longest, means update longest each time. Come out of the loop, just print the longest, and you will get your longest word that is will be programming here, okay. So yeah, this is how you're going to find out the longest word in a sentence using loops, okay. Simple logic. Split the sentence into a list. For that, use split. Then store a empty string in a longest variable. Start the loop on our newly created list. Give a comparison between the current element on the lengths of the current element and the longest element, means the longest variable we have created. If we find any word which is greater than the longest, update it, okay. Come out of the condition, come out of the loop, print the longest, and you'll get your longest word. That's it. Okay, this is the simple logic you have to do. Now, next problem is to find all pairs with given difference. Okay, now uh, let me just first put the array 1, 5, 3, 4, 2. Okay, let me put like this. The difference will be k. Okay, so k means the difference here. So guys, what we have to do, we have to find all the pairs from this list, okay, with the difference of 2. Okay, so they should have a difference of 2. Okay, so we have to find out that. Just like between 5, 3. 5, 3 could be one possible pair. They would have a difference of 2. Okay, so just like that, we have to find all the pairs who will have the difference of 2. Okay, that is mentioned. So now uh, I'll give you a few seconds. Just think upon the logic, okay, and start writing the codes. And then if you if you feel any problem, if you're not understanding, just let me know in the chat where you have stuck. Okay, so your time starts now. Just think upon the solution. Okay. Now, uh, low sound hai bhai. Okay. Okay, let me speak louder because I don't feel any problem in my OBS settings. Okay, it's pretty much fine. So, okay, I try to speak louder. Okay. Um, so, we have to find all the pairs with the given difference. Okay, so those who have started coding, it's good. Now, for them who are not getting, so now let's just start the writing the code. So, first of all, we have the array with us, we have the difference. Okay, these two things are given. Now we have to find upon, based on that difference, we have to find upon the pairs between the elements. Okay, with their difference, with respect to their difference. Okay, because difference is only the thing using which we can just find out the pairs. Okay, so we have to just do that. So for I in range, okay, and our range will go till the length of our array. That is, that's why we'll use length array over there. For j, because see, we have to continuously do the differences also to find out the differences. So that's why here we'll need two loops. Okay, one I loop which will iterate over the each element, and then one j loop, um and one more nested loop. Why? Because to check, or you can say, yeah, to verify that the difference is equals to k or not. Okay, between the current element of I and the j, which will the j will iterate over all the elements, and if any one of those will find out the difference equals to k, so then print the index ranges. Okay, simple, we are just going to do that. Okay, so let's do that. Now for j in range, and for j, the loop will start from I plus 1. So whatever the current value of I will be, we cannot compare the element with itself, because it is never going to give you the difference of 2. So no matter, okay, it does not matter to start it with I. So we'll start from I plus 1, and where till we go, we'll go till the whole length of our list. Okay, each time. Yeah, and then what we'll do, then we will use the absolute function so that we should guess the absolute difference value. So we'll subtract arr of I, and we'll subtract with arr of j. Okay, and if they will be equals to k, and that's why we are checking upon the absolute value. Okay, so that it should, if it is regardless of positive negative, it should give us the two difference. Okay, and then we'll print the arr of I and the arr of j. Simple as that. And when I'll execute this, so you will get all the value pairs. 1 3 difference is 2, 5 3 difference will be 2, 4 2 difference will be 2. So that was the reason of using absolute, to get just the, regardless of negative positive, you will getting the difference of 2. Okay, with this we'll move to the next problem, that is problem number 71, which is find the maximum occurring character. Okay, so the next problem is to find the maximum occurring character. Okay, So I'll give you a few seconds, think upon the logic, okay, and then we'll move forward with the codes. Okay, guys, we have one question in the chat from Mohit Kukureti 6456. He says, okay, he has given a question, okay, that's very good. Um, that find the kth largest or the second largest element in an array. Uh, yeah, we can do that. Okay, it is also one of the nice questions. And let me tell you, Mohit, uh, we have already solved this problem, the second largest element in an array. I'll show you guys. Please note out the problem. Okay, we have to find the maximum occurring character. Okay, from programming. Okay, so the word is programming, and we have to find the maximum occurring character. And let me show you that problem to find the second largest element in an array. Okay, I don't remember what was the question number, but okay, I have all the questions over here. Let me see. Okay, guys, please give few seconds. Okay, let me just search for that. Find the missing number. Yeah. Okay. So Mohit, for you, uh, problem number 19. Okay, this will be maybe in the second live session of this series, so you can go and watch this. I have fully explained this problem. Okay, this is the problem using which you can just simplify the second largest element. Okay, the second largest number. And for the kth largest, I'll show you the, okay, I'll include it in my series. Okay, just now only. So this is for the second largest, okay, number. And using the kth largest, no, you can again find the second one. But specifically, if you want, if you have mentioned that kth largest or the second largest, so this is the code for you, okay. You can go ahead and check the second live session of this series. So there I have fully explained this, okay. So it will be easy for you. So thank you. Okay, Mohit Kukreti says thank you, buddy. Just go and watch that live session after this live session is over. Okay, only go then only. Okay, now, uh, let's come back to our to this problem to find the maximum occurring character. Okay, so for this, guys, what we can do? Okay, those who have already coded, those who have already know it, that's fine. Those who don't, so I have an approach. Just create a first of all dictionary, and this approach we have used many a time in different types of similar questions. Okay, we have used this approach. What we have to do, we will create a dictionary. We'll iterate over the characters. We'll store, because dictionary works on key value pair, so we'll store the character as a key and the total number of count as the value. Then we have to find the maximum occurring character. Okay, so then we'll create a variable, okay, and a string for that character who will be maximum. Okay, And then we'll just simply start again the loop in our dictionary and we'll give a check. We'll give a comparison. And if you'll find out on the comparison that if anyone is the greatest character, we are going to print it. That's simple. Okay. Now let's just what I have said. Now let's just convert that into code. Okay. So let's start. So for character in our string s, our dictionary name is freak. Okay. Extract the character and dictionary. In dictionary, what happens now? If you if your key value pair is new, so it will be automatically added, and if it is already there, then it will be fetched. So this is the use of the get method in dictionary. Okay, so it is one of the dictionary's methods, built-in methods. So this particular loop will do what? First of all, it'll iterate over all the characters in our string, and if those characters are not present in our dictionary, so they will be put there, okay, with a default value 0, and plus 1 will automatically happen. And then when you'll find it the same value again and again, so it will extract the value and again plus 1 in that. Okay, so this way you will be able to store the counts of all the characters. Okay, then if you have to find the maximum character, the maximum means the character who has the maximum value. So first of all, create a empty string called as maxchar. Then to store the count, create one more variable max count, then initialize it to 0, then again iterate the loop, but this time in our dictionary. Okay, so it will automatically start over the keys. So for ch in frequency and ch being the character, and this will be the key because we are not using the built-in function values, so it will automatically iterate over the keys. So we are iterating over the keys, and we are saying if freq ch is greater than max underscore count. Okay, if the current character value is greater than the max count, so do what? Replace with value of the that particular key. Okay, and in the max char, replace it with the current character. Okay, come out of the loop, come out of the condition, print the max character. Okay, so there would be few characters. See, there will be R, there will be G, there will be M. They have total count of 2. But because R is the character which you are finding it first, because as you can see, R and R, it is first in place. So that's why we are getting R over here. Okay, but ideally it should be R, M, and G. But because it gives us upon the first, okay, so that's why we are getting R. Okay, other than that, there are few more characters which has 2 as the character count. Now, with that said, we'll move to the next problem. Okay, this was problem number 71. Now we'll move to problem number 72. So the problem number 72 is check if list contains consecutive numbers. And your list would be this, let's say 4, 2, 3, 5, 1. Okay, so you have to analyze this list and check whether all the elements are means this particular list contains the consecutive numbers or not, means the numbers which are in a consecutive manner. It should not be it should not follow the order. Okay, but if it is like that, if all the elements are in consecutive manner, okay, so then you should give true, otherwise you should give false. Okay, okay, so I'll give you a few seconds. Think upon the logic. It's very simple. Okay, you have to use some built-in functions, and that's it. And just one condition. So, okay. Now, let me start coding. So those who have already started writing the codes, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Now, those who have not, now what you have to do, first of all, you have to check upon the consecutive number. So how you can check? So first do what? Sort your array. Okay. When you sort your array, so then you can start the loop and then you can check. Okay. Then you can give upon a check. And if the condition will happen, so you can just make the flag false. Okay. That is the thing what you have to do. So first of all, sort your array. Then create a flag and by default make it true. Then start a loop and your range limit will be length of the array minus 1. Okay. Why minus 1 here, guys? Because we have to compare here between two elements at a time. Okay. So arr I plus arr I plus. Okay. So if we went until arr means length of the total array, so I plus 1 will go out of index. Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you what we have to do. Why I have taken arr of length of arr minus 1. Okay. So check out this condition. Okay. Extract the value of arr I plus 1 if it is not equals to arr of I plus 1. So then make the flag false and then break. So when the flag is false, just break, come out of the loop and print the flag. Otherwise, if the condition will never be true, so it will be true and we will can say that it is a consecutive number. So let me just first execute this. So you can get that yes, this list contains all the consecutive numbers. Okay, that we can say. But what we are doing, what is the logic behind this particular condition? What we are trying to do here? See, this logic is for consecutive numbers. Okay, it means if the current element, okay, it means if the current element, okay, is equals to the current element means, oh sorry, if the next element is equals to the current element plus 1. Okay, so it means it is in consecutive manner. Okay, otherwise it is not. So let's say I'll give you one simple example, then you will understand. Let's say if my current element is 3. Okay, and the next element which we have to find is 4. Okay, after 3 there would be 4, then only we can say that it is a consecutive number. So the 4 formula will be if 4 equals to the current element which is 3 plus 1. Okay, So let me write here 3. If this is the thing, then it is a consecutive number. So that's why we have make sure here to give this condition. Okay. Now I feel you guys will understand it. Okay. So if this condition satisfies, it means it is not a consecutive number. So then just make the flag false. And once the flag is false, so no need to go further, break the loop and come out of and print flag and you will get your answer. So because this list contains all the consecutive numbers, okay, so this will give you true. So that is the thing. Okay, so the next problem is, okay, which question number? 73. So the question number 76, 73 is that we have to find the kth largest element. Okay, so we have to find the kth largest element. Okay, now I have not included this question because one person have asked me in the chat to find out the kth largest. Okay, so for him, for Mohit Kukreti, I have just added this question. Okay, because he just initiated it and asked me in the chat. Okay, so so let me just give a random array. So let's say 7, 10, 4, 3, 20, 15. Okay, so this will be our array and we have to, let's say, find the third largest. Okay, so let's say we have to find the third largest element from this array. So then what we are going to do, I'll give you a few seconds. Just think upon the logic. It's very simple. Actually it is very simple, and using this you can find the first largest, second largest, third largest, means whatever largest you want. Okay, okay. So those who have already think upon the logic, it's good, fine. Those who have not, so for them, okay, let me write the code for you guys. So see, let me just explain you few things about this problem. Okay, you have to find the kth largest element. So what we can do or what approach we can follow over here is that uh, find the largest. Okay, first of all, find the largest element and then just simply delete that element. Okay, and do this till 3 times. Do this 3 times. So after the last time when you'll do it, you will get your third largest or second largest or first largest. So whatever you want, you will get it. It's just simple. Do what? Iterate the loop. How many times? Uh, for the time you want to find suppose you want to find the third largest. So iterate the loop over 3. Okay, iterate loop 3 times. Start the iteration for 3 times. Set the iteration for 3 times for your loop. Okay, then in each iteration, find the largest one. Okay. In each iteration, find the largest one and end of the iteration, end of that current iteration, remove the largest. Okay. So with this, you will get your third largest or second largest or whatever your largest is, means whatever largest you want to find, you will get that. Okay. So same logic, same simple logic we are going to follow over here. Okay. for I in I in range k, for I in range k, okay, means how many times you are going to iterate? Three times. What is our k value? 3. So how many times it will iterate? 0, 1, 2, 3 times. Okay. Now we'll create a largest and we'll set the first element as our largest. Okay. Because we have to do comparison. So we for comparison we need to consider one value as the largest. Okay. So that's why we are just assuming that the first element is the largest. Okay. This is the fundamental technique. No need to think upon that. Then we'll iterate the loop over. Then we'll start the for loop for num in ARR. If current number is greater than the largest, then replace the largest with num. Okay. So in this way, we'll get the largest for that iteration. Okay. And then ARR dot remove the largest value. Simple as that. Okay. Come out of the loop, come out of the condition, give a print, use f string, print kth largest element, largest. Okay. Execute this third largest. Okay. Name error. I made some mistake. I know in the names I do where I have made the mistake, man. Name error. Name ARR is not defined. Yeah, I know where I have used. Oh, here. Okay. So here you will get 10. Let's verify. 20 is the highest, 15 is the second highest, 10 is the third largest, and because we want to find the third largest, we have got our third largest. So if you want to find the first largest, means the highest, 20. If you want to find the second largest, you will get your second largest, 15. If you want to find your fourth largest, you will get your fourth largest, 7. Okay. So whatever largest value you want to find, this code is for you. Okay. It will give us that value. Simple as that. Okay. So now I can see in the chat, Ahmad Mughal is he has many questions to ask. Okay, that's nice. First question he asked is that is AI going to replace jobs of programmers? Yeah, in some cases it's going to do that. Okay, so the answer is yes. Can AI replace jobs? Yeah, yes. Your answer is yes. AI replace what type of jobs? I guess you want to say jobs. Um, AI is going to replace the jobs which is pretty much obvious. Okay, obvious in the sense which is the repetitive task which we perform, means daily we have to do the same task, daily we have to going to write the code for the same process with little bit changes in that. So that kinds of job, yeah, it can be easily replaced by AI. Learning programming is worth full or not? Okay, so now if you're saying learning programming is full worth or not, see, you cannot be totally dependent on only programming. Okay. Now it's the time that you have to focus on multiple things, okay, at a time. So competition is very high. So what you can do, okay, okay, with that said, let me just pause your answer. I'll not waste time for others. So what I'll do, I'll just put the next question on the screen so that uh, people will those who don't want to listen your answer, so they will easily can solve the problem and we can talk. Okay, so find sub next problem is problem number 74. Find sub array with given sum. Okay, what do you mean by this? I'll give you first the array 1 4 23 10 5. Okay, and let's say the target would be 23 10 33. Target will be 33. So the problem says that you have to find a sub array from this array given whose total sum will be 33. Okay, think about the logic. Okay, and then I'm there to help you. So yeah, guys, Ahmad Mughal says that his question is that learn programming is worth full or not. Okay, today. So the simple answer is learning only programming is not worth it. You have to go upon multiple things, learn AI, how to build agents. Okay, because that things also required programming only, okay? But for simple programming, no, that is not worthful. AI is what and how it replaces job. AI is, see, simply, I guess it is an automation thing, okay? Means the artificial intelligence. It's basically we are for our jobs, okay, for our repetitive jobs or for creative jobs, we are creating a just like how if you have if you suppose if I'm a company owner, if I have a company, okay, and if first I was the only person who was working for that company because I was the owner, but I started making the profit, I started growing the company, so then I require more workers. So just like that, to uh, to decrease the manpower, okay, and to increase the labor effort, because see, for if a human works, he can continuously work for 8 hours or 10 hours, then he needs rest, okay? And there are many human right rules that work for only 8 hours 2 days, okay? But AI is not like that. Once you have make understood your AI that you have to do this works, so that will continuously can work. You have to just invest on your system, a good system. You have to invest on your good GPU. You have to invest on your good AI agents, and that's it. It will do the work. So that is the thing, that it does not rest. So it means it does not take that much time. It's very easy to do that, okay? So that's why. So with that said, I can just simply say, yeah, it will replace it, but you have to think in a certain way that you cannot be uh stick to one thing, okay? If you are learning programming, so if you're learning basic programming, so then start doing researching for AI also, prompt engineering, and how to write prompts to AI agents, explore multiple AI agents, okay, see how to build a multiple AI agent, okay, to these kinds of things you can do it, because at the end, if you have to, uh, if AI is replacing the jobs, so who are going to create the AI, okay? So programmers, developers, they are only going to create the AI also, so there could be multiple AIs. It's not limited, no, that AI number could be limited to 100. No, AI number can be goes to millions. So just train yourself in such a way that you can create your own AI. So then for you, the job will be never over. Then your vacancies are open always. So you have to think upon that. Okay. Saurav Verma again has one question that can I run Jupyter for Python on Windows 32-bit programming system who has Windows 7 OS? Oh, that's a very that question is totally out of the box, out of the context question. Okay, I don't know about this because I've never uh used the Jupyter for Windows 32-bit, okay, and with an operating system of Windows 7, okay. But I guess, see, you should give a try, okay, because I have not used it, okay. Now Windows 7 is very old, okay. So I don't think that Windows 7 now anyone should have, okay, only the old systems will have Windows 7. So okay, if not that, if you cannot, if you will not be able to run Jupyter node, try Google Colab. Okay, alternative option is Google Colab. Go for Google Colab, okay. So you have to just go on your browser, Chrome browser, search for Google Colab, log in with your mail, and search the programming language Python. And you can just do, because Google Colab also supports the built-in what you say, the built-in modules, okay? So you don't need to install the modules also. That will be automatically, means they are already present in Google Colab. So you can go and explore that also. Okay. Now with that said, guys, let's move to our problem. Okay. I feel that I given you enough time. So what do you have to do? We have to find the sub array, okay? So for finding the sub array, the simple task which we can follow is for I in range, and that range will be length ARR. Then let's create a variable called as total. And what approach we are going to follow? In total, we are going to add, okay? And once the total is done, we'll match the total with our target. If it matches, we'll print the index values, the index ranges, okay? a starting index and ending index. That's it. So first of all, we have started the loop till the length of ARR means if 336, so 6 means 5, so it will start from 0. So total 6 iterations will be there. We have created a total and we have initialized it to 0. Then we'll start the J, the nested loop. For J in range, starting from I, going till the length of array, add total plus equals to ARR of J. So ARR of J add in the total. And each time you're doing the total inside the first loop only, match with the target. If it matches, okay, one second. It will be inside the second loop, okay, not outside. Once it matches, once the total matches with the target, then print the range, I and j. Because we have to find a sub array. So when we are finding a sub array, so it will be always in this manner, okay? It cannot be from right to left. So that's why it becomes very simple. Do what? Just add everything, okay? Just add everything. If any one of these matches, it means it will give you, and then come out of the loop, print it. So 2 4, okay? So for 33, 2 4, so starting index is 2, ending index is 4. So let's see, 0 1 2. So from 2 to 4, 3 4. So 20 plus 3 23, 23 plus 10 33. So yes, this is correct. So this is the sub array from 2 to 4 that will give us the sum of 33. Okay, Saurav Verma 1338 says, because I have i3 processor and Windows 7 installed in it, but I'll try both. Thank you for the reply, sir. It's okay, brother. Go for Google Colab, okay? Everything is same, just like Jupyter Notebook, everything is same in Google Colab. So you'll find it more easy, okay? You find it more easy. I use Jupyter Notebook because I am very friendly with Jupyter Notebook. That is the only reason, okay? Otherwise, uh, I'll suggest everyone to go with Google Colab only. But if you want, there are many more applications in Anaconda. Okay, so you can explore them also. Okay, not Jupyter. So there are many other applications too. That's why I prefer Jupyter Notebook. Otherwise, Google Colab is fine. And if you a pro programmer, if you want to do debugging and all, then also Jupyter is good to trace a variable and all. I hope you understood. So then it is pretty much fine. Okay, you can go and explore. Okay, with that said, let's move to the next problem. Okay. The next problem is problem number 75. What we have to do, we have to find, we have to actually print all the substrings of a string, okay, of a string. And your string is this, A, B, C. So this is your string. And using this string, you have to find all the possible substrings uh, that can be possible here, okay? I'll give you a few seconds. Think upon the logic, okay? Okay, we have one more reply. Yes, Sharma 992 says that just iterate over it uh, in n acquire complexity. Yeah, that is the task which I'll do it, but not for these sessions. Okay, when I'll come up with the advanced interview questions, no, then I'll try to do that. Okay. Okay, you are just saying for the problem. Okay. Oh, I thought you were saying that for all the questions to apply n complexity. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Now, yeah, we can do that. We can do that for sure. Now, let me show you what approach I'm going to follow. Okay. So, for I in range, okay, our loop will go till the length of the string. Then for j in range, starting from I going till the length of s, do what? Just give a simple print. And in this print, what you have to do, extract s, I, and then j plus 1. Okay, simple as that. Iterate it and you will get A, B, C, then B, then BC, then C. Simple as that. Okay. So each time we will first iterate over one character, then again we'll iterate over all the characters in that, then again we'll select the other character, then BC and then C. Simple as that. So here you can get all the substrings of the strings. Okay. So I hope you guys like this particular solution. Okay. So we started from the 66th question and we are now at the 75th. Now only 25th questions are left. Okay, I feel that by the next live session we will be completing all the 100 interview questions. Okay, so let's do what, let's end this live session here only. Okay, so we'll continue from the next live session from the 76. So now, before we end today's live session, okay, let me leave you with a small challenge. Okay, I want to give you guys a small challenge. So please wait, we are not over yet. Listen me out. So, as as everyone knows, today we solved several Python loop interview questions and walked through the logic step by step. Okay, but remember, guys, watching the solution is only the 50% of the learning. Okay, the real improvement will happen when you open your editor and try solving these problem yourselves. So after this live session ends, I want you guys to go back, pick few questions from today's session and try to write the code again without looking at the solution. And that's how you build the real programming confidence. And also, if you know someone who is struggling with Python loops or logic building, make sure to share this session with them. It might really help them understand programming. Okay. And one more quick reminder for everyone following this series. Okay, once we complete all the 100 Python loop interview questions, so in the final live session I will share the complete Jupyter notebook file, okay, containing all the questions and solutions, and I'll provide it completely free. So make sure you stay connected and don't miss the upcoming sessions. Before we go, uh, if you enjoyed the session, don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next live session. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for joining today's session. Keep coding, keep learning Python. We'll see you in the next live session. Until then, take care. Bye bye.